Well, hey guys, Silly Tuck here, and welcome back. I think I just said welcome back, not welcome back. I think I said welcome back or something. I don't know. I said something weird. Sounded weird to me. This is Raw. Ooh, that was weird. I'm having a whole bunch of weird things go down right now. Don't judge me. Basically, this is week 24. This is Raw. We are live. I can do that as long as I want. In the Philadelphia Spectrum, in the tri-state region. Let's run the show. In our only pre-show contest tonight, matched some good action, but Joshua Feet, Ric Flair and Johnny Nitro defeated Goldust and Stevie Richards in 9:37 when Ric Flair defeated Goldust by submission with a figure 4 leg lock. Yeah, this happened. Stevie has switched to an underdog gimmick, got an initial 77 rating. Interesting stuff. Goldust improves in technical. It's just really a test to see if these two can work, because Nitro is a protege of Ric Flair, aka Flair took him under his wing in the game, and I'm potentially looking at some things to do with them. Opening up with a 92A. Damn, these two are good. Basically, Randy Orton comes out and says, "I wasn't at Raw last week. I don't think he was on Raw last week, but I do." But I was home and I was watching the show, and the more and more Dwayne talked, the more and more I realized he was right. Hunter, Triple H, why? Why have you decided to screw me over? Why have you decided to mess up the career you created? Triple H comes down, blah, blah, blah. We get Triple H being like, "Randy, I never meant to. I just saw that you were in need. I was trying to be a friend. Because no longer are you my protege. You are my equal. Even though you can never be as great as Triple H." Because, you know, you got to keep the kind of heely digs in there while still trying to be friends. "You are no longer my protege. I can now look at you in the eyes and call you my brother." So, you know, you kind of have this thing or whatever where Triple H and Randy Orton seem to kind of be patching things up. Like, yay. You know, Evolution is a cohesive unit again. After Triple H having tensions with Orton, and Orton having tensions with Triple H, and Ric Flair and Batista not being seen for like 12 months. Seriously, I just realized I never put those four in a segment together. But it works. And apparently during this entire segment, Ric Flair just stood at ringside and was like, "You go, champ! You go too! Yay!" Because that makes sense. Then with a 73B-, Goldberg kicks off the show by defeating Rhino in 10:26 by pinfall with the spear. Spear! Goldberg improves in performance. Good stuff, everyone. Then we get an 88B+, in which it shows Kane and just basically his dementedness. You know, his slow turn. Because this time last year he was unmasked, and all the heinous crimes he's committed since then. Specifically, I'm pretty sure this is the point where he electrocutes Shane McMahon's balls. You guys haven't seen that. It's messed up. Then we move into a 68C+, in a bout that had some good action, but with heat. Conway and Dupree defeated Hurricane and Rosie in 8:07 when Robert Conway defeated the Hurricane by pinfall with a bonsoir. Cool. This happened. It worked. And then with a 58C-, Renee and Conway, that's dumb. Dupree and Conway cut a promo on Bubba and Devon and say, "Oh, ha, ha, we will beat you, dogs, bitch," you know, that normal stuff. Then with a 69 C+. In a match that's some good action, Rush Wave Heat, Test and William Regal team up and they defeat Val Venus and Spike Dudley in 8:20 when Test defeats Spike Dudley by pinfall with a pump handle slam. Val Venus improves in technical, Spike improves in performance. Wow, there is... Oh, okay. Apparently I'm taking my bar with me there. Actually, there were some minuses. I didn't think there were any at first. I was like, wow, that's impressive. Followed up, William Regal's in the ring, and he taunts Undertaker, and says, Undertaker, I don't know why I'm not British. He's like, Undertaker, this is not British either. What the hell even is this accent? This is weird. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. British dude talks. Apparently I'm inept in doing an accent on command now, which sucks. Let me try. Undertaker. No, that's not British. Oh. What the hell was that? I was like, oh! Basically, all of a sudden the Undertaker's lights go off and he says, William Regal, do not provoke the devil. And then, lights come back on. He's basically Taker's standing on the announce table with Regal, points at Test, choke slams him through the announce table. Lights go back off and he's gone. 63C, Trish Stratus cuts promo on Jazz in which she says, I don't know what her problem is with me. All I know is that she obviously wants my belt, and I plan on retaining. That's basically the promo. I couldn't even think of something she planned on doing aside from just winning. An extremely short match, Jazz defeated Jacqueline in 1:48 by pinfall with a Fisherman Buster. So Jazz with a dominating performance apparently, so that's a word, performance over Jacqueline. That leads into a 76B- in which the bout featured great action and average heat. Shawn Michaels hits a sweet chin music on Lance Cade in 11:42 by the pinfall win. Good stuff. This leads into an 84B- in which all of a sudden out of nowhere, Jericho, throws Lance Cade over the top rope, decks Shawn Michaels in the back of the head, Lion Tamer, Walls of Jericho, whatever it is nowadays, locked in, just basically sending a huge statement. In our main event, Benoit versus Orton featured great action and great heat from the audience. Wow. I just watched Raw and I just saw Dean Ambrose elbow drop Kevin Owens through a table. That's insane. Great heat from the audience. Randy Orton defeated Chris Benoit in 17:50 by pinfall with an RKO. Benoit improves in performance. Orton improves in Rumble. And ended out 89A. Randy Orton and Triple H. Basically Triple H comes down. The two look like, yes, they're finally unified. They're going to beat down Chris Benoit. And then all of a sudden, The Rock comes out, rock bottom to Randy Orton. Triple H gets out of there, and then, they kind of just stare down, whatever happens. This show overall got an 83B+. It increases our pop in 15 regions. That's Chicano, and I will see you guys at the main. I tried to get through the screen there. To the main title screen. And here we are, folks, on the main title screen. We have unread emails awaiting. Raw was awesome. Antonio Inoki retired. I know who that is, surprisingly. Here's Heat result for anybody who cares. Looking around a little bit. That company died out. CSWF, Cyberspace Wrestling Federation. That's existent. I guess it's not existent anymore. Josh Barnett says he loves working the opening match of the show. That's interesting. Owner position is available at New Japan. I don't really care. Raw's ratings are up on both television places. So, yeah. As you can see, Jericho is now being pushed as a main eventer, so he's like the best on our roster, which is scary. Nothing really else new to point out aside from... No, actually, I don't think there is anything else to point out. Aside from, Jericho may be, the best ever. Boom, boom. Just look at this stat line right here. Jesus. Tell me you don't just cry looking at it. It's so good. So good, man. So good. So, yeah, I can't think of anything else to say. Yeah, we're moving forward. We have SmackDown, and then this SmackDown will be the go-home for the Great American Bash, in which we'll finally see Angle Lesnar one more time. Technically the first in this line of feud type thing, you know what I'm saying? I took a drink, and I would like to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Silly Talk, signing out.